Ancient Greece is not just a chapter in a history book. It is the foundation upon which the modern Western world was built. Located in the Mediterranean region, this civilization flourished thousands of years ago, leaving behind a legacy of democracy, philosophy, art, and science that still influences us today. The geography of Greece played a crucial role in its development. The rugged mountains and scattered islands made it difficult for the Greeks to unite under a single ruler. Instead, they organized themselves into independent city-states known as polis. Each polis had its own laws, government, and army. The two most famous were Athens and Sparta. Athens was the center of culture and intellect. It is famous for inventing democracy, a system where citizens have a say in how they are governed. Sparta was a militaristic society. From a young age, Spartans were trained to be the toughest warriors in Greece, valuing discipline and strength above all else. The Greeks were polytheistic, meaning they worshipped many gods. They believed these gods lived on Mount Olympus and had human-like emotions and flaws. Characters like Zeus, king of the gods, Athena, goddess of wisdom, and Poseidon, god of the sea, are still famous today through movies and books. To honor their gods, the Greeks built magnificent marble temples, such as the Parthenon in Athens, and established the Olympic Games, which began in 776 BC. The Greeks were obsessed with the idea of excellence. This led to incredible breakthroughs. Philosophy. Thinkers like Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle began asking deep questions about life and logic. Theater. The Greeks invented drama, creating tragedies and comedies that were performed in massive open-air stone theaters. Science and math. Figures like Pythagoras and Euclid developed mathematical theories we still study in school today. Greek mythology is centered around the 12 Olympians, a family of deities who were believed to live on the peaks of Mount Olympus. The ruling couple Zeus, king of the gods, the supreme ruler. He was the god of the sky, lightning, and justice. Zeus was often the judge in divine disputes. He was powerful but also known for his many affairs, which often sparked the plots of various myths. Hera, queen of the gods, the goddess of marriage and childbirth. She was the most powerful goddess and was fiercely protective of the sanctity of marriage. Much of her role in mythology involves her taking revenge on those who crossed her or her husband. The intellectuals and artists, Athena, wisdom and strategic war. Unlike Ares, who loved the bloodlust of battle, Athena represented the strategy and discipline of war. She was also the patron of handicrafts and weaving. She was born fully grown and armored from Zeus's forehead. Apollo, music, truth, and healing, often seen as the most Greek of the gods. He moved the sun across the sky, predicted the future through the oracle at Delphi, and was the master of the lyre. He was the twin brother of Artemis. Artemis, the hunt and the moon, the protector of wild animals and young girls. She was a master archer who roamed the forests. She valued her independence and was famously elusive. The emotional and physical powers. Aphrodite, love and beauty. Born from the sea foam, she was the most beautiful goddess. She had the power to make anyone fall in love. While often portrayed as soft, she could be vain and vengeful if her beauty was insulted. Ares, war and violence. He represented the raw, chaotic, and violent aspect of war. While he was physically strong, he was often depicted as unpopular among the other gods because of his aggressive and boastful nature. Hephaestus, fire and forging, the craftsman of the gods. He was the only Olympian who was physically imperfect. He worked in a forge under a volcano, creating the armor of Achilles and the lightning bolts of Zeus. Hermes, the messenger, the god of transitions and boundaries. He was quick-witted and clever, serving as the patron of thieves, travelers, and merchants. He was the only god who could move freely between the world of the living and the underworld. The earthly powers Demeter, agriculture and harvest, one of the most important deities for a farming society. The myth of the seasons is tied to her. When her daughter Persephone was in the underworld, Demeter grieved, causing the earth to grow cold. Winter. Dionysus, wine and ecstasy, the youngest Olympian and the only one with a mortal mother. He represented the wild side of humanity, wine, theater, and religious madness. Poseidon, the sea, a moody and powerful god. Sailors lived in fear of his trident. A single strike could cause a shipwreck or an earthquake. He was also credited with creating the first horse. Ancient Greece eventually fell to the rising power of Rome. But Greek culture did not disappear. The Romans admired and copied Greek art, religion, and architecture, spreading it across their empire. Today, every time we vote in an election, watch a play, or study geometry, we are participating in the enduring legacy of the ancient Greeks.